To this now, the ANC Youth League conference has started in Polokwane. It comes just a few days after the ANC NGC in Boksburg here in Johannesburg. A media briefing is currently underway. Let's take you live there and listen in.
To the question you just asked by the team from SABC. I know their question, Comrade TP, is motivated by the ANC. Whilst they must read the Youth League constitution, including the Youth League guidelines, Youth League have maintained that character of a unitary organization. Because here, we're here to elect is about the election of national leadership of the Youth League. That is why the report, which has been represented, tabled by the Deputy President, it talks about the unitarity, the national nominations of office bearers. The issue of provinces that then became a feeder to the numbers which have been presented by the leadership here. It's not like the ANC where there's a requirement in terms of their own guidelines from the provincial nominations. The Youth League is different. That's why here we must focus on what has been presented at the unitary level. It's what I wanted to add about the systems are not the same.
Comrade Joy.
I thank you very much, Comrade Fiso, and of course the chair of the committee. I think to the gentleman from SABC at the back, you were saying that it is encouraging that there is a gender and even gender parity, which is of course something that we must welcome. And I think you also wanted to know in terms of, it's twofold, in terms of the numbers, but also in terms of this composition that has been nominated currently, which provinces are they from? Yes, so what we can tell the media, the members of the media, is that the nominee that has been nominated for the position of president is from the Gauteng province, and the nominee that has been nominated for the position of deputy president, Comrade Francisco, is from the Eastern Cape, and the comrade nominated for the position of secretary general, Comrade Zakani, is from Limpopo province, and the first deputy secretary general, Comrade Zama, the nominee is nominated is from the province of KwaZulu-Natal. The second deputy secretary general that has been nominated, Comrade Venus Plenis, is from the province of Northern Cape. And the last nominee who's nominated for the position of treasurer general, Comrade Jacob Dow, is from Mpumalanga province. Yeah. I hope that answers in full the question. Thank you very much.
Comrade Seven, you want to say something?
No, not much. Just to say that in terms of the process, a nominee should get 30% support from branch. And the chairperson was speaking about a maximum of 3. So if you use that calculation, it won't surpass 3 nominees. So it's not that it is just imposed out of nowhere. It is imposed out of that arithmetic that it can only be 3 in 100. So that is the logic. So different is with the members of the National Executive Committee who are not office bearers. They only need 25% of the support of branches or nominations of the floor. My brother, it is not extraordinary that people who will in the ANC Youth League be nominated from the floor. It is not extraordinary. It is within the culture and tradition of the ANC Youth League. Yeah, and that is a matter for ANC Youth League branches and delegating conference. Delegating is
Okay, thanks. We also just wanted you to hear their voices. Ordinarily, this one belongs to the chair and myself. Is there any additional questions? Yes, sir.
So we just want to find out the message or the viewpoint by the league itself. Do you think they still resonate with majority of South Africa's youth? And my other question is regarding some of the internal issues that we've seen leading up to this particular conference between the president who's running again for the same position and the SG. How can you take the country or your inner strength to confidence that such leadership squabbles will not necessarily raise their argument again in the upcoming leadership? Thank you.
Sure. You see, all 5 of us who are sitting here, we are above 35 years old. We have long past being members of the ANC Youth League. That is why they provided us the privilege to manage the election processes on their behalf, because none of us here has got an interest in the elections. Therefore, our responsibility only and only has got to do with matters of managing the process of the elections. But for your information, for some of the questions we've raised, the leadership of the ANC Youth League is now in the province. You can interface with them, and they can then answer on for themselves of the questions that you want to clarify. We don't sit in the structures of the ANC Youth League. We don't know about some of the issues you are raising, but we are only here to take you through on the processes of the elections. You are not seeing us for the last time. Even we'll be coming back to you on the National Executive Committee and even on the final announcements of who's going to be the new leadership of the ANC Youth League at the Congress. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Our comms team just try and see how we can fix the sound issues. I think it has been raised quite sharply. But yeah, members of the media, the conference will start tomorrow from 11. The work of the agency or the elections team will commence tomorrow evening. It will be an open session, so the media will be able to cover the nominations, as well as if there's any additional nominations on the. But then we'll come back on the issue of additional members, because we're not only electing the officials, there's also a process of all additional members, which will be done in due course. Thank you very much. The press is adjourned.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
And those were live visuals at the media briefing of the ANC Youth League Elective Conference that kicks off tomorrow out in Polokwane. And that was, of course, the leadership announcing some of their nominees for the different posts within the movement. If you remember recently, there was a bit of a battle for control stemmed by the past struggle between incumbent President Collen Malatsi versus Mntuwoxolo Ngudle, leading to ANC SG Fikile Mbalula having to broker peace between the two after Ngudle had sought to suspend the league president. Ngudle said not to be contesting any position, as he, of course, will be reaching the age limit within that league.